my God, you could just drink it in 2 minutes, it's done. 3 minutes, it's done.
Force it down if you have to.
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, that's the best. You didn't even need that Red Bull or that strong coffee. And then after that, if you want to go have I love coffee, right? But I'm not going to drink coffee until I put the water in me and I put my vegetables in me, right? Vegetables in the morning, sounds gross. No, you're literally, it's
tasty if you juice it correctly.
Yeah,
it's
your gas for you, okay? Then after that, you'll see that your body's only going to want a half a cup of coffee or a fourth of a cup of coffee. Just that taste. I drink my coffee with no sugar, no cream.
Yeah, for me, it's just the ritual, holding a warm cup and the smell of it, and
I love the smell, and I drink that much, so I've just started pouring, but it's so nice to pour a nice big cup of coffee, you know. And then, you know, then after that, you know, after you've had your vegetables and stuff, you can wait till lunch or whatever, you know. But that's what my ritual is in the morning. I have to do that. You know, my mother says, oh my God, yeah, Mom, I can't. I just can't. Well, here's your cup. I need to drink my water first. I need to have my vitamin B, my fish oil. These are the things that I have to have. This is my mind, you know. And that's why I feel that I'm still going strong, you know.
So what's the rest of your day like? Do you write songs for a couple of hours every day? Then do you put your CEO hat on and make calls? And
I put the CEO hat.
Meetings at nighttime or networking or performances?
A lot of networking.
Yeah.
A lot of networking. A lot of decision making. Of course, people are quoting me prices on if I want to do this or want to go that. A lot of video watching, because when it comes to certain performances, they want certain people on that, musicians behind me. And I watch the performances. If I'm going to have another vocalist, like, for example, I have a big show, Mario Lopez in Denver, Colorado, on the 5th. And he wanted Los Angeles, LA All-Stars. So he wanted another singer on the bill with me. So I go through a lot of the songs of different singers, see what they're singing, what would go good with my show, right? Musicians, you know, what kind of music are they playing? Do I think they can accommodate to my style of music? So there's a lot of that going on. And of course, it's just a lot of being on the phone, going down to the garment district. I create, except for this one, I create a lot of my own wardrobe. So I spend a lot of time, which
when
is
you say you create it, you design and hire someone to make your clothes for you?
No, I do it myself.
Oh, you make your own clothes?
Yeah, so I sew. So it's very therapeutic for me.
So what was your childhood like?
My childhood was very humble, and I believe that's why I am who I am today. My mother and my father were both farm labor workers, and I grew up in a house that housed, in the garage, 10 men in the garage and 20 men in the backyard in tents. And they used to all get up in the morning and go to work. My father had them. My father was a foreman. And he used to have all these Mexican men from Mexico go with him. And I grew up watching my mother every morning wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, start making tortillas, making the beans, making the rice, making the chicken, making all those little burritos, wrapping them up. And when there wasn't work around in the area, my father would go seek work, and we would have to go with him. So sometimes there wasn't anywhere for us to sleep. So he used to have this big machete, and he used to cut down the woods, the forest, wherever we were at, and make toilets. And
where was this out? What?
Oregon, Montana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we would live there. Sometimes we'd live in those those compounds?
Yes.
All the tents were white. White. I remember that. I remember standing. I wish I had a picture of that till this day. I have it in my mind where I was a little girl just standing there. And all I saw was white tents this way and white tents that way. And all these people were in there. And they were the people that are working in the fields. Cherries, or big cherries, you know. And then we were back in California. It was peaches, grapes, oranges. So I was tomatoes. I was brought up a child of farm labor workers. And my father always used to say to me, if you don't want to do this for the rest of your life, get an education. But it's so funny. Regardless whether we got an education, We still love growing our own food. And I love fishing. I love going fishing. It's just something, I'm glad that we were brought up that way, because my mother always used to say to me, TeCheetah, when you have money, pretend like you don't. Because when you don't have it, you're not going to miss it.
Is that how you live your life today?
That's how I live my life.
Beautiful.
That's how I make a lot of my clothes.
So what do you want your legacy to be?
I want to be known as, like you said, like a counselor, like a very inspirational. I want to be a role model. I want my legacy to be nourishing. Just don't want to be a singer.
What a great word for your legacy. Nourishing.
Yeah. I want to be nourishing. I want, when people speak to me, I want them to feel good. I want you to feel warm and fuzzy after you talk to me. I want you to hear every word out of my mouth. And when you leave, I want you to remember those words and feel good about yourself. And say, if she can do it, so can I.
Those are great parting words.